Snoop Doggy Dogg wants to buy Twitter after Elon Musk puts Twitter purchase on hold. Some venture investor names come to mind when thinking about the most valuable fintech unicorns. Snoop Dogg isn't usually among them. During the week when Klarna became Europe's most valuable startup by value, and Robinhood Inc. moved closer to its IPO filing while reportedly being worth up to $40 billion, it is relevant to note that Snoop Dogg is an investor in both companies. In addition, he invested in these companies at valuations lower than those at which they are currently valued. Can't get enough news or gossip about Snoop Dogg's investments? Then you've come to the right YouTube channel Plenty of Pop Fan. We've scoured Facebook groups, Twitter feeds, Reddit, Discord, and even Telegram boards to get you the most up-to-date info on your favorite celebrity or juicy Hollywood gossip. If you have a tip, story, or even correction on our intel, comment below and we'll be sure to follow it up. Let's dive right into what Snoop Dogg is up to now. It is rare that many successful venture investments arise from mere coincidence. It can take time for an ecosystem to reach the top. And while Snoop Dogg is best known as a rapper and an entertainer, Crunchbase data show he and his investment team have been cultivating a varied portfolio of ventures for some time. Snoop Dogg is one of several rappers investing in startups, and we took a closer look at his and other artists' portfolios to see how they are evolving over recent years. First, we should note the culture of celebrity and startups becoming more intertwined in the past decade or so. Hip-hop and pop artists in particular have been active investors in the startup space. This is because we previously highlighted this before. Knowing about Snoop's investments, people might take it seriously when he said that he would also want to buy the famous social media platform, Twitter. After Elon Musk announced his deal to buy Twitter was on hold, rapper Snoop Dogg joked that he wanted to buy the social media platform, rebrand it, and make some changes. May have to buy Twitter now, Snoop Dogg tweeted before listing the names of his new board of directors for Twitter. In a series of tweets, Snoop Dogg revealed his plans to replace the board of directors with Jimmy from his corner fish fry, Tommy Chung, and the guy with the ponytail on CNBC or Pete Najarian. Snoop even continued about his big plans to change Twitter, including making the internet free on airplanes and giving everyone a verified account. He said that he would immediately give everyone a blue checkmark, even bots with 10 letters in their name who just say hello. Snoop Dogg teased a takeover of the social media platform Twitter, and the rapper followed up his teaser with #WhenSnoopBuysTwitter. He hopes other people will contribute their ideas for what they would like to see happen during Snoop's potential takeover. Internet users were quick to respond to Snoop Dogg's Twitter thread. "I am 100% in favor of Snoop Dogg buying Twitter," one user noted on the thread, with video length increased to 420 seconds added as a joke. Elon Musk's tweet may have cost Twitter some of its 10% drop on Friday, but after Mr. Musk tweeted again that he was still committed to the acquisition, Twitter erased some of their losses before closing markets on Friday. It is to mention that should the Twitter deal go through, Tesla CEO Elon Musk will make it his top priority to remove spam accounts and bots. The Tesla CEO also intends to buy out the Twitter shareholders and take the company private. Additionally, Elon Musk has vowed to revise content moderation policies that have resulted in bans on controversial figures, including former US President Donald Trump. Clearly, Snoop Dogg is one great investor, and buying Twitter is not a bad idea. Need proof? Okay then, let's get to know Snoop's portfolio. Robinhood is a financial technology startup backed by rapper Jay-Z. The company is growing fast and offers zero-fee stock trading. Roc Nation is an entertainment company that invests and also has a venture affiliate called Arrive that backs startups such as Robinhood. Tidal, a music service owned by Jeff Bezos' media company, was acquired for $297 million this week in what is part of a portfolio of investments made by Jay-Z on his way to becoming rap mogul and entertainment mogul. Nas is also a backer of Robinhood since 2006, an indication of the length of his venture portfolio. He has been in business for over a decade and partnered with QVP, a century-old company, to invest in two tech startups, Ring and PillPack. These two were subsequently acquired by Amazon for billion-dollar prices. Artists such as these represent only a handful of the pop and hip-hop stars active in the startup scene. We've previously reported on 21 artists involved in seed and venture deals. As far as careers go, rap and startup entrepreneurship are both long shots that require raw ambition and an unabashed sense of self-promotion. Though in order to make it in the real world, both require you to have a strong grasp on what will work. That is where Snoop comes in. Anyone who who knows a smidgen of pop culture has heard of Snoop Dogg, born Calvin Broadus, but his Wikipedia profile tells a different story. 31 pages of entertainment and business. He is best known as a 49-year-old rapper, selling over 35 million albums worldwide, acting in film and TV, co-hosting a show with Martha Stewart, emceed pro wrestling matches, and so on. There is also a fair amount of venture investing in there, which includes a mix of cannabis, consumer, gaming, and fintech ventures. With Casa Verde Capital, a marijuana-focused venture fund, co-founder Max Zavit has had a major role in the success of cannabis ventures. Max Zavit led investments for 22 companies, per Crunchbase data. Notably, Ease was included in that Series A round for $10 million, and the company is now valued at $650 million. Snoop's investment portfolio, which can be found at Crunchbase, includes at least 8 companies including Klarna and Robinhood. Besides these 2 firms, Snoop was an investor in Reddit, a web discussion board valued at $6 billion, along with Outstanding Foods that manufactures plant-based pigless pork rinds. Marijuana is the most popular area of investment among Casa Verde Capital, as it might be expected from an owner and co-founder. The fund has made 22 investments in this industry since its start, according to public data on Crunchbase. Casapa was also part of a $10 million Series A for delivery service Ease, which has gone on to raise over $200 million in venture funding at a pre-money valuation of $650 million. Notably, Snoop is a startup owner and receives wealth as a result. This is a stark contrast to the archetypal venture capitalists who are known for wearing fleece vests. While Snoop Dogg wore a bow tie and button-down shirt with a sweater vest during an appearance on TechCrunch in 2015, it seems as if he was just wearing them ironically. The fashion statement being that if you're cool enough, then you can wear whatever without looking like a dork. He did this latest headline-generating scheme 2 weeks ago while playing video games and cursing. Over his life, Snoop has made well over $1 billion in earnings. The top-earning hip-hop artist of the decade was ranked by Forbes magazine at number 10. His success extends beyond recording music and includes investment interests as well. Snoop's long-established, curated brand of a rapper, gangster, pimp, fashion trender, stoner, and entertainer appears to be especially appealing to venture-backed startups. One of Snoop Dogg's early media ventures was when Zynga, an already popular social gaming company, hired him to blow up a military truck in the Nevada desert to promote their Mafia Wars North Vegas game franchise. More than 2 million viewers watched the event. Klarna was also trading image 2 years ago when they inked a deal with Snoop. In exchange for starring in the company's Get Smooth campaign, Snoop became a minor shareholder. The campaign concluded with a series of collaborations that included Afghan hounds, some extraordinarily large jewels, and an exceedingly long piece of bread. Klarna's valuation increased by roughly 6 times then. Snoop's entire portfolio is like a digital survival ecosystem. You can envision living a life inside of it, consuming cannabis from Ease, investing on Reddit, trading on Robinhood, combating food cravings with pork rinds that are free of pig meat, and paying with Klarna's Buy Now, Pay Later option. Snoop's startup portfolio has the elements of all industry-changing portfolios. They're both crazy and genius. A lot of startups fail because they have too much creativity, but not enough practicality. Snoop's portfolio solves that issue by putting in an apple dose of both creative and practical genius. Looking at Snoop Dogg's portfolio, you might have confirmed it in your mind that he is indeed on his way to becoming a billionaire. In fact, one of his investments is now valued at $30 billion. Imagine, that is just one of them. How about the others? Well, then let's head into that list. Number 1. Casa Verde. Casa Verde co-founders founded the first VC firm focused on the cannabis industry in 2015, receiving $45 million in their debut. They raised another $100 million fund in 2020.
So, we're looking for really innovative companies that are in the ancillary side of the business. So, technology-enabled, agricultural technology, financial technology, really anything that's looking to solve a current pain point in the industry.
So, Casa Verde has made some pretty high-profile investments already. Are there any of your portfolio companies that you want to cover today?
I think the biggest one's Mary Jane being one of them, is a media platform for the cannabis industry. Essentially helping to normalize the conversation globally. Obviously Ease is another one out of the Bay Area. Also transforming the patient safety of transportation with products and child-proof packaging, waterproof packaging, things like that. So it's really helping to build a sustainable industry.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being a part of the industry and helping to support innovation in the cannabis industry.
Absolutely.
And we're looking for big things, and thanks for being a panelist today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Evan from Casa Verde.
Number 2. Reddit. Snoop Dogg invested in Reddit way back in 2014. It is now worth $6 billion with more than 430 million users and 100,000 communities. Reddit, founded in 2015, is a centralized community platform that has been categorized into different interests. It is one of the most popular social media platforms with 430 million monthly active users, as well as over 100,000 active communities. Number 3. Crypto. He has also managed to get into the crypto space and currently has an NFT called A Journey with a Dog, where one of his pieces sold for more than $100,000. Number 4. Klarna. As mentioned earlier, he invested in the Swedish startup Klarna, which allows people to be able to buy now and pay later. It is now valued at $46 billion after a $1 billion investment from SoftBank. Number 5. Robinhood. We've also learned a while ago in his portfolio that he also invested in Robinhood. Actually, Snoop Dogg was an early adopter of Robinhood, which makes stock trading easy and accessible for everyone. They purchased shares when the company was worth $62 million, and now the company has a market capitalization north of $30 billion. Robinhood opened at $38 a share. Nas and Snoop invested 20 cents per share in the Series A Legends. Nas and Snoop invested 20 cents per share in the Series A Legends. Snoop Dogg demonstrates incredible engagement on social media and has seen success with his manager brand. As of 2022, Snoop Dogg's net worth is $150 million. Considered one of the greatest American rappers of all time, he is a singer, songwriter, record producer, and actor. His real name is known as Calvin Gordazar Broadus Jr., but let's stick with Snoop Dogg since his real name is a lot to remember. With his net worth of $150 million, he is one of the richest rappers in history. Let's look into how he rose to the top and what we can learn from his success. American rapper Snoop Dogg was born in Long Beach, California. He had two brothers, an older one and a younger one, and lived with his mother and stepfather after his father left the family when he was only 3 months old. Snoop's nickname when he was younger was Snoopy, which is where the rapper comes from. Snoop Dogg began recording in 6th grade and joined the notorious Crips gang in Long Beach when he was a teenager. After spending time in prison, Snoop gathered with future rappers Nate Dogg and Lil One Half Dead. They put together some tracks that eventually became classics. In 1992, Snoop Dogg was featured on a mixtape, and it got passed to Dr. Dre, who thought that Snoop had talent. Dr. Dre invited Snoop to audition for him. Dre has been a mentor to Snoop Dogg and has begun teaching him how to structure his raps. Later that year, Snoop became able to launch a very successful solo career after collaborating with Dre on his album The Chronic. Snoop Dogg's album Doggy Style was a huge success, and he continued heading into great success in the music industry. In 2012, Snoop Dogg rebranded to Snoop Lion for his reggae album, releasing his first single with that name, La La La. Today, he has sold over 35 million albums worldwide and is one of the richest rappers in the world. Snoop Dogg's undoubtedly made him able to buy luxurious homes. Snoop Dogg, who is known for collecting cars all his life, enjoys vintage cars such as the 1967 Pontiac Verizon convertible. With a collection of about 25 cars, he has a distinctive taste and mechanic companions. Snoop Dogg's ride is custom designed and has a yellow exterior design. The car has a V8 engine and a 2-speed automatic transmission. Snoop also owns one of the most sought-after cars in his collection, a 1967 Cadillac DeVille. Success involves a lot of risk-taking, so thanks to Evan Carmichael, here are a few lessons we can learn from Snoop Dogg. Number 1. Believe in yourself. I just go back to the time when I was a child and didn't know what I wanted to do in life. But once I found my purpose, which was music, I loved every minute of it, despite not being able to make money or have a career. I had to believe that in myself and say that to anyone out there who is watching this talk, that you should never give up on your dreams. Number 2. Be original. When I came up, one thing that's absolutely essential was to sound original and create your own style. Be true to yourself and your work when releasing music. Number 3. Make some noise. I think the best advice is to get out there and make some noise. What made it easy for me was that these MCs were already doing the thing before I got with them. You don't have to teach them how to be who they are. Indeed, success cannot happen overnight. Just like Snoop Dogg, we can start small and make it big soon. What can you say about this story? Comment down your thoughts below. That's it for this video, Plenty of Pop Fan. Remember to subscribe to our channel for all the latest celebrity news and gossip. It's like candy you can't stop eating. We'll cover what celebrities are wearing, who is dating who, and not dating anymore. It's hard to keep up with the recent happenings in their lives. We'll satisfy your gossip fix daily. Comment below if there's a celebrity in particular you want us to cover or a juicy news tip you'd like to share.